Hi guys, I hope you have a nice day and I'm glad you're here with me on my channel Levelation. Today I will tell you my opinion about the game Neptunia Sisters for Sisters that I played, all the pros and cons of this game. Let's go! Neptunia Sisters for Sisters is a wonderful return for the niche RPG series. Another good Neptunia game after a good while kind of a mainline and spin-off at the same time. Not the best one, but not even the worst one. I didn't like a lot about this game, but I still say it's worthy of a recommendation for Neptunia fans. I'll try to explain a bit. I'm happy to say that Neptunia Sisters for Sisters bring over the classic sense of humor. If you aren't familiar with the Neptunia game, you should probably be aware that it's all centered around gaming. All of the playable characters are based around game compounds and console. The narrative is told in the traditional visual novel style. Story has a lot of dialogue and can be sort of skipped, but only has major interesting developments in the last few chapters. You may have already noticed Neptunia Sisters for Sisters repeatedly touch on topics that could hardly be more topical. This addiction to using the smartphone all the time is just beginning. The desire to connect virtually with people all over the world also sounds familiar to us. In the game, you will also meet AI influencers who wrap people around their fingers, take money out of their pockets, and cause chaos in the world. As several of the characters note, people have become so hooked on their phone screens that they rarely look up from it now. That's not negative to our communities. So overall, the commentary is poignant and up there with some of the series' sharpest, even you have to sit through the fairly slow introduction to start getting to the meaningful insights. The action RPG in the super cute visual novel look is packed with cute characters that gen newcomers will hardly to be able to tell apart. The young women all look beautiful and have sisters that are at least so beautiful. Now I love the new characters in the game, especially Higurashi and Alice, making obvious references to the Higurashi and Toho franchise respectively. All Nepgear you'll put together a 3-character party and be tasked with exploring the various regions of Gamindustri, which is split into a number of different areas. Each area has a few branching paths, fast travel points, and various monsters to battle. Neptunia Sisters were sisters in an action RPG with battles taking place in real time, and you controlled a single character, attacking enemies with your basic attacks codes AP. So when you run out of with the girl you're playing, as you need to switch to one of the 2 party members and continue a combo that takes down the enemy. The combat is definitely not my absolute favorite aspect to this game, but it's not a bad of turn off as others seem to make it out to be. But the main issue with Neptunia Sisters for Sisters is just how easy the game is. There are a whole bunch of advanced systems in the game that honestly you barely need to touch. It might feel like I'm being a little harsh on Neptunia Sisters for Sisters here, but even with systems you don't need to touch, it's fun to play. And the biggest issue with all of this is the actual act of fighting feels awful. There is one lack of responsiveness to your combo attacks, so you just feel like you're mashing the button and awkwardly waiting for your character's animations to eventually play out. Unfortunately, the actual combat is kind of dull, as you'll just mash your attack button to perform about 4 attacks, switch to another party member, repeat, and so on. However, combat has always been the secondary consideration with this series, and Sisters for Sisters is many ways a return to form in everything that matters to it. The dialogue features English voice acting, which I personally appreciate, especially because it's exceptionally well done here with each character's personality standing out perfectly, also you can switch to Japanese if you prefer. Overall, the familiar yet fresh world and cast are it. The story never makes the mistake of going too grim, even with setting that arguably post-apocalyptic. The writing seems well aware that people are here to see animal girls be cute, and it doesn't get in the way of that, even when things are at their most bleak and drama-filled. It goes without saying, but Neptunia Sisters for Sisters is a beautiful game complete with its colorful and cheerful palettes to its adorable character models and distinct environments. Each dungeon is impressively massive and will take you an exceptionally long time to complete, as well as collect every treasure and explore every nook and cranny. But there are a couple of major disappointments with them. First, there are multiplayer locales within each dungeon that have been copied and pasted from previous segments, which makes these parts tedious. Next, there are lots of quests to complete, and having to backtrack in order to do so can be very boring because at the point you'll be overleveled, which makes battles more nuisance than fun. I should say that outside of combat, Sisters for Sisters is very pleasant to play. The maps are massive this time around, and while they are a bit repetitive in terms of how they designed, it's nice to get a bigger slice of the world to explore. Enemy designs are, as always for series, a clever blend of parody and homage to iconic characters and monsters from the history of video games. They are consistently highlights and always good for a laugh the first time you come across them. Characters have got new and improved 3D models with vivid textures that shine. There is also some reused music from the older games, which isn't too big a problem to me, and new music slaps. Music is fun, and the dual audio voice acting is a nostalgic treat even if the English audio does, once again skip a huge majority of the voice dialogue. Let's recap. Sisters for Sisters improves on the overall presentation of the game with vastly improved live-through 2D models for the cutscenes and nicer looking dungeons over its predecessors. The new action-esque combat system is fun, but badly balanced, and the dungeons are empty and boring despite the size and visual upgrade. However, I believe this game is on the right track for a return to a future mainline entry. Fortunately for me and the rest of the fans, Neptunia Sisters for Sisters is easily one of the better games in the series. The references and jokes are heartwarming, and it's something that these games always seem to get right. Seriously, if you are on the fence about this game due to the last few years of lackluster Neptunia release, give this game a shot. They really made something special again. If what you are looking for in the title is something light and more relaxed, cute moments and a humorous reading, then it might be even a good recommendation. For everyone else not invested in the series, this will likely not do anything for you.
Behind us!
Stop it!
Another late night of light novels,
I know how much you love chocolate, Ram, so I got some nice chocolate biscuits.
Let's heal up quickly and keep going.
That's all. Thanks for listening to the end. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe to my channel, and it will motivate me to make more videos for you. Write and ask any question that I will answer in the comments below this video. Bye bye, and I love you.